very much to The Pledge for their support. They provide effective financial planning advice. Ring the number that's shown on the graphic. It seems strangely appropriate to actually stop here at Watford Gap, a services area on the M1 motorway down towards Watford, and it has quite a distinctive look and quite a lot of history actually, but it's nowhere near Watford, unless of course you mean the Watford in Northamptonshire, which is where we are, but we're still another 60 miles away from Vicarage Road and Watford, where we're heading for this evening. I'm sure there's lots of things that Watford's actually famous for, as well as the football, which is why I'm here tonight. But one of the most famous in recent years is this place, the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, famous for behind the scenes at Harry Potter. But of course, there's only really one reason why I'm here, and that's for the football. Now, City are playing that well at the moment that one question I'm going to ask fans tonight is, who's your favourite current City player and why? And you know what? I think they're going to be spoilt for choice. It's a bit like trying to pick your favourite kid, isn't it? Let's see what they've got to say.
I reckon it's David Silva, because he's absolutely brilliant. And I think when we signed him, everyone said he's not going to do very well in the Premiership. He's proved them all wrong. And he just gets better and better and better and better. And that's why he's my favourite player.
What about you?
My favourite player is Bernardo Silva, because he's smiling, happy, and he's a good player too.
A bit like you then.
Yeah.
Well, you said smile, he's just a miserable sod. I have to put up with it every bloody game. It's alright for you lot on here, having a laugh, but it's awful when I'm at home and she's having a go at me. Right.
Oh, Ian, that's a difficult question. It's too hard to answer. Aguero, Silva, De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Fernandinho. The list is endless. It's an impossible question to answer.
You've left out Kyle Walker, you left out Benjamin Mendy, you've left out other players.
There's so many you can put in.
Sane,
Sterling. There are too many to mention. It's just a collective. The team is a collective. Great players, world-class players. That's what it's all about.
Was it different when you were watching City as a youngster, that it was easier to pick a favourite?
Far easier. You'd have one, maybe two in a team in a season. Far easier. There was always one that stood out. This team, if I have to pick one, I think it would be David Silva. I do think he's the best player City's ever had, but it's a tough question. How can you not put Aguero, City's leading scorer, De Bruyne, who's got the capacity to be as good as anybody in the world? Tough question.
Aguero, because he scores the goals.
Simple as that.
Yes.
David Silva, he's a magician, he is. That's what we call him.
So if he did magic tricks, you'd believe him, wouldn't
I
you?
would.
He does them anyway.
I believe anything he does. Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne for me, absolutely superb midfield player, passing tremendous.
2-footed, does everything, doesn't he?
Absolutely, from one end of the pitch to the other, a workhorse, brilliant fella.
Kevin De Bruyne for me as well, and you said it all, he just does everything. Magic. As near to Colin Bell as you'll ever get.
My favourite City player has got to be, although David Silva is coming very, very close, it's got to be the great Colin Bell. I was very, very fortunate to see him play in the late 60s and the early 70s. He just was magnificent, and I think he had everything. You know, he could score, he had vision. They called him Nijinsky, of course, because he could just run all day long. And Colin Bell, for me, is absolutely the greatest City player ever. I love him.
I can't argue with you. However, we're watching a fantastic team at the moment. Are there not better players than King Colin?
Listen, that team of the late 60s and the early 70s was fantastic. We won the FA Cup in 69, won the Championship in 68, the FA Cup in 69, the European Cup Winners' Cup in 70, the League Cup in 70. We dominated English football, and it was a fantastic team. But I have to say, as a team, this is the best City team I've seen. Our first game, I think, was 1964 against Northampton Town. We lost that 2-1. But I think seeing this team today, under Pep, is just a joy to behold. You know, we're defensively now, compared with last season, defensively we're just absolutely brilliant. We've got a great goalkeeper. The midfield is just fantastic right across the park. It's brilliant. But as an individual player, for me, it's Colin Bell still. And listen, one day David Silva might just pip that, but at the moment it's still King Colin for me.
My favourite current City player has got to be Kevin De Bruyne. No one dominates the pitch like him. You know, my first match last season against Spurs at home, he just dominated the game. You know, no one plays as well as him. And yeah, that's what I have to say about him right now.
What's your story then? Where are you from?
I'm from Edmonton, Canada. I flew in this. I usually come big city supporter, so I come to matches. Came this time to go watch a match of the Ashton Supporters Club with one of my buddies, and then we went to the match in Lyon, and we went last weekend, and now here, and then tomorrow, unfortunately, I have to go back home. So it's great to be here. Great to meet you, Ian.
Finish on a win, hopefully.
Oh yeah. Hopefully, I know it's a bit of a weakened squad, you know, but this time of year, after watching Pep's pre-game conference, seems to be getting an understanding of mixing the squad up instead of letting, you know, Kevin De Bruyne play 34 games before, you know, February. So it'll be a good game tonight, I think. It'll be interesting to see this place for the first time here for me, and to be a part of a City away crowd in England. Yeah.
My favourite current City player, I would say it's Raheem Sterling, because he just makes a game. He absolutely takes advantage of all, you know, gaps in the defence. You know, he runs down the wing like nothing overseen. He's speedy. He's intelligent. Yes, he doesn't always hit the target, but he's not a finisher. He's a playmaker. He works the ball for everybody else to take advantage of it. And I just think without him, a lot of the passages of play and a lot of the goals that we've scored this season wouldn't have happened. So definitely Raheem Sterling, he makes a game.
I think he'd make a good dancer, don't you?
I'm sure he would.
Twinkle toes, hasn't he?
Oh, he's got quick feet, he's brilliant. Yeah, I think he'd make a good dancer. Strictly Come Dancing, if you're watching, Raheem Sterling for next time you're on.
Without a doubt, the magician, David Silva. Without a doubt.
What makes him the best?
Watched him over his 9 years he's been here. Must be the greatest player Manchester City have ever seen. He does simple football, and it's wonderful to watch.
Even within this team, though, there are challenges to him, aren't there?
No.
No?
You come on Saturday, again, through ball, fantastic. No one will challenge this fella for a good few years. Good few years.
What about you?
David Silva as well, definitely. Just watching him, just a joy. Definitely.
I'm amazed because quite a few people have said David Silva, and I thought there might have been more of a spread. And there are other players that are just as good.
Aguero, but it's David Silva for me. David Silva is the one. Just especially after last year, what happened with his son and that, it's just his commitment and stuff like that. He was always at it, and he still played a top game, so fair play to him.
It's got to be David Silva. Ever since that goal at Blackpool on that Sunday when it was 3-2, that late little turn, bottom corner. I wasn't around when Belly was here, so I think it's got to be him. I don't think he'll ever be either, to be perfectly honest. And I've not been here since 1987, New Year's Day, when Imre Varadi scored. There's about 15,000 here, and we were tucked in that little corner behind the opposite goal, weren't we? So I hope it's not 1-1 tonight.
So that's a few City fans. What about the Watford fans? What do they think of City?
Looking forward to it. No, apprehensive about it, in all honesty. By rights, I think Watford should prepare themselves for Manchester City winning by a fair margin. But it's like anything with football. We come to the game, or I come to the game, I won't speak for other people, I come to the game hoping that it'd be one of those nights where the miracle happens, because that's what it's all about. Watford have been playing quite reasonably well, haven't been able to get the ball in the back of the net. City are a different prospect altogether. 11 world-class players coming out onto the pitch. You asked if I get excited about seeing any individuals. I sometimes say to myself, oh, well, you know, if Watford lose, I've seen David Silva, blah. It don't work like that. As it is 11 opponents versus Watford. I want Watford to go out there and give it 100%. And if they can't win the game, to come off the pitch knowing they've left everything out on the pitch, that's all I ask for as a Watford fan tonight. But, you know, hand on heart, Man City, what a side. I can't say anything other than they're a brilliant side. They've got possibly the best manager in the world. You know, good luck to them. I think they'll win the league at a canter this season, so, you know, fair play.
So you're a Watford fan, you're looking forward to the game tonight. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Well, looking forward might be a bit of a stretch. Probably Edison, his distribution, but if Sané plays, his ability to create chances, and his ability to score goals, I think he'll be a big factor. So pace is just amazing, and his trickery. Apart from that, just hoping not to get into double figures.
So you're fearful tonight?
I'm fearful, yeah, but you never know.
He's a Lincoln City legend, mate. He was a Watford legend.
Don't think I'm going to be able to ask this fella who his favourite City player is. But there might be people in this press room who can give me an answer. So who's your favourite City player?
I love David Silva. Were you going to go for David Silva?
I was, yeah.
You were. He's just brilliant. He just does stuff that nobody else can, and it's just perfect for what City did. I could have gone De Bruyne if I was going to be helpful to you, Deno. I could have gone De Bruyne, but why on earth would I do that? So yeah,
on that basis,
David
who
Silva.
are you going to go for?
Well, I would go Silva as well, David Silva. Just the way that he glides, the way I just love the way that he just plays football. In fact, on 5 Live recently, we had a survey about who our favourite Spanish player was in the Premier League, and we had to name 5, and I was going to go David Silva, David Silva, David Silva, David Silva, and David Silva. I could watch him all night.
David Silva all day long, even better than De Bruyne. Everything he does is magic.
A little bit patchy in times. Thought we've had the majority of play, Ian, but again, pretty much like Saturday. A bit wasteful when we've got the ball. Mahrez for me slows the play up a little bit. He's certainly not as fast down the wing as what Sterling is, and it's like he cuts in every time. I think the defenders can read what he's doing. But hey, we're 1-0 up.
They had a chance, didn't they? But City have had much better chances.
Oh yeah, I think they generally control the game. We've had far more of the ball than what they have, but I just don't feel like we're creating as many chances as what we should be doing with the amount of possession that we've got.
Are you confident in the second half they'll get a few more?
Yeah, I should think. I think 3-1, Ian.
They're kicking towards you in the second half.
I know, yeah. So I'm hoping to get on TV like down here low.
So 1-0 at half time, 1 or 2 little scares maybe, but I think City had much the better of the first half. A couple of great chances which they didn't take, but hopefully there'll be more to come in the second half. A little bit of rain down here, but I don't think that'll dampen anybody's enthusiasm.
Minutes and then we're hanging on at the end. A bit disappointing in the end, but 3 points is 3 points.
It's another step towards the title, isn't it?
It's another step towards the title.
Sometimes it's games like this that make the difference, aren't they?
You've got to grind out results, and come to places like this on a cold Tuesday night in December with the rain pouring down. You sometimes have to grind it out. The game should have been done and dusted though.
Hard fought win. We should have won about 5 or 6, but anyway, not to worry. Still top of the league. That's the way it goes, isn't it?
Who was your man of the match today?
I don't know, probably Sane really. But there were 1 or 2, but I don't know. It's hard to say really, isn't it? Company had an decent game. Goalkeeper, back forward didn't have a lot to do. Silva and Fernandinho did the usual stuff, so we'll see. Still 5 points clear now, should be 7 really after a little bit of scabby draw on Sunday. We'll still win the league.
5 minutes we were going well, and then we just made it hard on ourselves, you know. Last 5 minutes we were hanging on then, so I mean Delph left back, he could be a worry on Saturday. He's let that go past him, and he struggled a little bit then in the last 5 minutes, so I'm a bit worried on Saturday now, you know, for left back. So it's something that we're going to have to fix, I think.
You've got to be positive though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, 85 minutes just basically cruised it. But that last 5 minutes just shows you can be way in front of the next minute.
Come on, City!
Turn on its head, you know what I mean? So, I mean, just have to be concentrating a little bit more, I think. Just that last 5 minutes was a little bit shaky.
Stroll in the park and then heart attack, mate. That was it.
You were a bit anxious, were you?
Just a little bit, yeah. Because we strolled the game, we were just passing it around, and then it all was panic, wasn't it? It was. So it got the heart rate going anyway.
I'm sitting there thinking it's great. I mean, I know what he's saying, but there's still great football in that.
Fantastic! The passing was brilliant. It's just a few one-on-ones that we could have taken and scored, but no, it's a nice day out in sunny Watford, eh?
Wasn't a good game really, but got 3 points, didn't we? That's the main thing. So
a win's a win, isn't it?
Win's a win.
Whatever. Yeah, a win's a win.
I'm happy with. I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, of course you did. The first half we had many chances, but we're not always going to be absolute on it, are we? But if you win ugly and you get your 3 points, that's what champions are made of, aren't they?
Yeah. This is cheesy, and I've been wanting to go on his website for ages. But I've got to show you this. This is what I have for the boys today. It's my birthday and I wanted to win.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Cheeseman. So I am so happy that the boys won, but the last 10-15 minutes, it was shit. I don't know what happened to us. It was all Watford and they were just letting them get the ball. Gabriel didn't have a good game. I don't know what's happening with Gabriel today. I don't know if he's lost his confidence a little bit, but something's going on with Gabby and he needs to get it back because he's a good player, but he could have scored twice, Ian. And then Leroy was on fire. Cal was on fire. Vinny was on fire. Bernardo. David wasn't his best game. But we got a win. So I'm happy.
On your birthday?
I'm happy on my birthday. And I came down. It had to be done. So I'm happy. But roll on Chelsea. Sergio will be back hopefully for Chelsea. And it was a good game, but some of our players were a bit they weren't on full blast. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit lapsed, and when we were a bit lapsed, Watford went in there. Last 10-15 minutes was not good. You know what, Cheesy? We are top of the league. And we're still fucking top of the league.
In the end, it was a win, a 2-1 win, but I have to admit that towards the end, when Watford got the goal back, I was a little bit nervous, but the quality of the Blues shone through in the end. I thought a little bit of a tactical masterclass by Pep when he brought on Aymeric Laporte to strengthen defence near the end, and the Blues came through, showed a lot of character to hang on and win that game by 2-1. A tough one next at Chelsea. I'll be down there, of course, reporting via a vlog once again, so thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you down at Stamford Bridge. But the Blues continue top of the table. Can't ask for any more, can we? Thanks very much again to The Pledge for their sponsorship. Read the graphic for more information on what they do.